today's lunch. Bangers and mash. Nothing really fancy. Iceland's bangers and mash for lunch. Oh, the excitement. It is payday though, so something. Also got Cherry Coke Zero for a drink. I'm currently at work. I'm on my break. I've got 1 hour. So you got 1 hour with me or until my phone dies. Whatever comes first. Don't be shy. Say hi. So you've got about 15 minutes with me, give or take, depending on when my phone dies, obviously. But it is about 12:05, so I've got till 1. I'm waiting for my lunch. Is there anything more annoying than waiting for a microwave? You'd think it's like the end of time. It's taking forever. But it's sausage and mash today. It is payday, but I can't splurge out on dinner. Mum, I got too many bills to pay for. Butterfingers. I'm so goddamn hungry. I haven't had a decent meal in weeks. I've actually been living off microwave meals. I know. Signs of the time, huh? I need to get my hair dyed. Look at this. Ugh. I look 100. Morning, Gemma. Good afternoon. I guess it's after 12. I'm having my lunch work break. How am I? I'm alright. I've had another cold. I keep getting sick. It's like my immune system hates me. I keep getting a cold. Every time I think I'm feeling better, I feel shy. It's been like that for weeks. I just feel run down. Yes, it's afternoon. Yeah, I'd forgotten what the time is. Usually I have a later break, but today I've got an earlier one. So, how are you today, Gemma? What are you doing that's exciting? Ouch. I had seen that you'd loaded some new videos. I just haven't had time to watch them. You fell over on Monday on the ice and hurt your hand. Ooh, did you hurt the one that you had the surgery in? Did you hurt was it carpal tunnel surgery you had, Werner? Did you fall on that one? I can't remember which arm you had it in. I'm filming my updated Buffy collection. Ooh, new Buffy stuff. Have you filmed your Elvis collection yet? Have I missed that? Probably. Yes, the surgery hand. Oh, Gem. It was the left one. Yeah, left one. Oh, that must have been nasty. To be fair, I nearly buggered over this morning. It would have been funny, but there would have been no one to see it. You did that 3 weeks ago. I will have to check your channel once I get a chance and have a look. I knew you were doing it because you'd mentioned it, but I've been so I mean, to be fair, I haven't really done anything recently, but I'll have a look, Gemma. I'll go back and I'll check it. I'm a bad YouTuber, bad friend. I haven't had a chance To be fair, I do support quite a lot of people, and it's really hard to keep up. Got more Elvis things. Oh, you purchased more. Dear God, woman, you're going to have to move house. You're going to have to get a bigger house, Gemma. Just going to have to get a bigger house now, aren't you? You'll have to move. It's the only problem with me. I live in a tiny flat, and the more stuff I buy, the more closed in I feel. You're not a bad friend, I understand life. Ah, thank you, Gemma. Not a terrible person. More storage boxes. Yeah. That's the thing. The thing is, I find if I start buying more stuff, it makes my flat feel small. And I'm claustrophobic, and I don't want my house to be like overly like filled. I like stuff to have a place. So if I buy something, I want it to have a place or a use or a home. I can't stand just having stuff piled up everywhere, because it just makes me feel closed in. My flat is quite big, I'm really lucky. Mine's like living in, I mean, to be fair, my bedroom's quite small, but my living room is huge. But it is taken up mostly by my work, with working from home as well. So the spare bedroom that I have, now my son's moved out, is going to become my office / workspace. So I'll have a YouTuber, Facebook reel, my Vinted and all that all in one room. So I'll have like a business room. So it'll be my work office / my son's bed being in there. He's got like a click-clack sofa. So it's a sofa and then we put it down to a bed. There's plenty of room in there. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to turn mine. You've got a studio flat. Ah, that's why it's quite big. Once I've decorated it, it'll be my office / like bedsit / storage bit. So I can take the YouTube space out of my front room into the spare room, and then I can take the selling part of my office out of the front room as well, and have it all in one room. So all my business will be in one room. So I'll have different rooms to go in, because currently I do my selling, my YouTubing, and I live in the same room constantly. And I'll be able to move around my house a bit more, because everything work-wise will be in the office, and then my front room can actually be my front room. I'll be able to have dinner at my table, and I'll have a bit more space. And then my bedroom will be mine instead of being my Vinted area, basically. So then I'm going to take the Vinted stuff in the built-in wardrobe and give myself more room. Well, that's the idea. Supposedly, that's the idea. It's to give me two different things, so I'm not constantly at work when I'm at home. It makes you feel like you've like you're in two different places. So I can split it up. I need some tissue, hang on. I can split home and work up then. Right, lunchy time. I have to keep an eye on the time. 1:15. Okay. Now we can dine. We had sausage and mashed potato today, just to have a change. But we can live stream and have my dinner. and then back to work. Looks nice. It's probably filling. So what do you have planned for today, Gemma? Anything good? If you want to share this out, Gemma, that would be awesome. It's not the easiest thing to do from my phone. I'm going to be uploading your Buffy video. You are, aren't you? Well, that's good. I'll have to check that out when I get home. I don't get home till about 6:30, but I'll have a look this evening or whenever you've uploaded it. And I'll check that out. I didn't know you were into Buffy, but I used to watch it when I was little. I barely have time to watch anything. Shared you. Thank you, Jem. Thank you very much. Got some steaming hot sausage and some passable mash. I don't really like Iceland's mash. It's a bit dry. Yes, I've been into Buffy since came out when I was in high school. Yeah. My favourite character was Spike. Was it Spike he was called? Spike. I didn't really like Angel. I was more of a Spike fan. I think his name was Spike. You ever seen the Spike? Have you ever seen the Buffy the Vampire movie, although it didn't have Michelle Gellar in it though? There's a Buffy, hang on. It was a Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, but it didn't have Sarah Michelle Gellar in it. It had a different girl, and it didn't work as well. Yeah, I've seen it. It's very good. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't my favourite. I do prefer Sarah Michelle Gellar being in it. I think that was better. Have you watched the Angel series, which is the spin-off to Buffy? With God, I can't remember his name. Can't remember Angel's real name, but have you seen the Angel series? I saw a couple of episodes, but I couldn't really get into it. Watch all. Yes, I did. Oh, David Baranzo, that's that. I know who I meant. I could think of his name in my head. But yeah, just having lunch and then back to work. It was a lovely show. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Even though he recently got charged with sexual harassment. Oh yeah, I've never seen Bones either. He did the Bones series too, didn't he? I've never seen the Bones series. Again, it's not something I picked out to watch. Probably should have, because it's probably a really good series. But I had heard everything was in trouble, which isn't good, obviously. It's easy to claim harassment. It is. I mean, since the Me Too movement out, it can be. As long as you've got actual grounds for the accusation. Good afternoon, Budsville. If you saw someone looks attractive, you're a bad boy. Not necessarily. I think it's more how you say it more than anything. I think sometimes it's the way men come across. Whether it's a bit brash or in your face, or in some cases maybe a bit too forward. Women don't like men being like in their faces. Yes, the context. It depends how you say it. You know, if I say, oh, you look cute, from a woman's side, but a man, when he's saying, oh, I look cute, he's either pinching your bum or he's wolf whistling you. It depends how he's doing it. But as long as people have got, you know, grounds to back up accusations and that, it's not so bad. It's the people that make stuff up. One female can take it the wrong way. Yeah, you have to remember that everyone on this planet takes things differently. What'll offend one person wouldn't offend another. So if you said the same sentence to two different women, one could get offended and one wouldn't. It's just depending on the actual woman, or in the opposite way, it's the man. I'll never talk like that at work. No, it's just how you put it across, isn't it? Everyone is different, so how some person says something can be misconstrued to another person, but then another person might not get offended at all. Yeah, one female can get offended and one can't, but it's the same with men though. Men could get offended by you saying something and other men might not be. Everyone's different. That's what makes the world good. But then again, sometimes you can get conflicting, you know, conversations and answers. It's what makes the world good, is that everybody is different. But then on the flip side, some people take things a little bit too literally. But everyone is different, so you just have to watch you eating. I am eating bangers and mash from Iceland. Hey Eli, or Cuck Eli. I will just call you Melis for short. Yeah, I'm on my lunch break, so I haven't live streamed on my lunch break for, Jesus, must be months. But I did a poll the other day. If you haven't seen the poll, it's on my community tab. The people wanted me to live stream more, which is hard when you work, because then I'm too tired when I get home and I don't want to live stream after work. I end up too tired. By the time I get home, it's like 6:30, 7 o'clock. I want to have tea and rest, not live stream. I'm connected to Gemma's channel. Yeah? Well, hi. Me and Gemma have known each other for about 6 years. I'm one of Gemma's biggest supporters on here. Also, one of her longest supporters as well. I'm one of Gemma's longest supporters. I've known her for about 6 years. Never but in person, unfortunately. But maybe one day. 6 years. Yeah, Raven is my longest. Yeah, I'm her biggest fan. And the longest fan. I've known her for the longest on here. And unlike some people, I've actually stuck with Gemma throughout everything. Every fight that's ever come towards us, everyone that's ever tried to go against me or Gemma, we've always stuck together. We've always fought for each other's side, which is nice to have that. Especially with a YouTube friend. You don't think you can have that kind of relationship with somebody that'll, you know, have your back no matter what. I think it was on either Ready or Forest Food, Prime Culture. Oh. But yeah, look at me. There's always a lot of fighting on YouTube. There is, yeah. Could have been Reddy's. Unlike Eli, you have a job. Eli has a side hustle. How is Eli's gig economy going? I did hear through the grapevine that he'd done a video recently, and it was once again badgering the millennials for not tipping him for his food deliveries. He's apparently blaming millennials for his gig economy not doing so well. We don't tip apparently because we're horrible people. We're millennials. We're selfish. We hog our own money. I mean, obviously, duh. Like, come on, Eli. The thing is, why would you tip for your food? I've never tipped for my food in the UK. Eli is delusional. He does have some issues. Delivery drivers just expect too much. Yeah. I mean, I've tipped in a restaurant maybe a couple of times, very, very few. Like when you go in a restaurant and you have a big meal and you've had a really nice time, I might give the server a couple of pounds. I know in America you have to give gratuitous. You have to tip, I think. My prediction is Eli will get bored of the job and return to YouTube. Yes, I've tipped a few. I mean, the problem with Eli now is his gig economy. He's using it as his content. So he's actually, in the words of people, shitting where he eats. Why would you get a side gig and then come on YouTube and bash your own job? You don't have to tip, but you're supposed to give like 12% of your bill. Okay. So you don't have to tip. So it's 100%. So it's just him presuming that he has to be tipped by everybody. He was also very racist the other day. He made a video and said that people that don't tip were either Gen Z or millennials, and that people of color didn't tip him. So I don't think it's going to do him well coming online and bashing the people who aren't tipping him, because what they'll do is they'll just make really ridiculously big orders, make him drive miles and miles, and then not tip him just for the fun of it. Because, to be fair, you never know who's watching. They've only got to stumble across one of his videos one day and him talking about a particular customer or a particular delivery, and somebody either from Uber Eats or whatever he does finds this video, or a customer sees it. Think of a customer spying on one of his videos. A customer sees one of his videos and they see him slagging people off about the deliveries and that they didn't tip. He's not making it good for him. That's like, ragging on your own job for people to hear and then expecting people to tip you, and saying that millennials are the reason he's not getting tipped, and some of the areas he won't go to, it's DoorDash and Uber Eats, yeah. Some of the areas he won't go to because they have certain people there. So not only does he not want Gen Z or millennial, he didn't want coloured people orders because they don't tip at all, apparently. And that he didn't want to go to certain neighbourhoods because he thought they were rough. So if you're taking California and you don't want millennials, Gen Z, coloured people, rough neighbourhoods, he's cutting out half of his potential gig economy people to start with. That's without him coming online and slagging them off as well. He won't be in it long. I give him, what has he done, like 6 weeks? I give him 3 months. I give him 3 months before he cans it and says that it just wasn't paying and all the millennials are to blame. Because that was his first thing. He was like, oh, millennials don't tip. They're the reason I can't afford to do this gig economy. And just millennials that don't tip. A lot of people aren't tipping. It's expensive to tip. I mean, in fairness, all people are strapped for cash now. It isn't just millennials or Gen Zers, even boomers. You know, their pensions and that aren't stretching as far as it used to. We're not the only people finding it hard. You can go right the way through the ages, right from a child up to a boomer, and they're all struggling. And he thought that this gig economy thing for Uber Eats would be like the saving grace. He could like save his entire, earnings, and he'd be able to quit YouTube? He'll never leave YouTube. He's still going to be doing it, because now, instead of using Plenty of Fish and Tinder and Match.com, when he was doing the videos on them, he's now going to become a DoorDash guru. And he's going to tell you all the secrets that other people don't tell you. And he's going to tell you how to DoorDash history and make lots of money. Good afternoon, Red Door Woman. So, I mean, I think the future's looking bleak for him. If he can make a go of it and actually make some money from it, then by all means. But I don't think coming onto YouTube and technically slagging off his customers or potential customers, even people that haven't ordered from him yet, if you saw his video saying, people don't tip because of this, that, and the other, you're not going to take his order. And the fact he's become more picky now with his orders and that his rating has dropped, it's a slippery slope from there. The only way is down. Good afternoon, Jesse. The only way for Eli is down. Yeah, once you hit the top, because he had like a 98% rating the other day. And now that he's being selective with his orders of whether it's if it's a small order, he said he can tell it's a millennial. Or if it's a bad neighborhood, he's just not doing them now. Which means he's just cutting off his geographical area of income. Yeah, he's racial profiling as well. I saw a couple of clips from who was doing it the other night? I think Drama After Dark was doing the restream of Eli or the playback of Eli, one or the other. And I'd heard he'd been very unfair to racially target people who apparently weren't tipping him. And he was blaming millennials, and he was being really salty about his own job, which is crazy because he chose to do it. At the end of the day, no one forced him to work for Uber Eats. No one forced him to work for DoorDash. Nobody did. And for him to be like, well, I'm only doing it because I need extra money. And then because people aren't giving him what he wants, he's now just going to slag them off. I don't think that's going to help. How's that going to generate him more money by slagging off his own clientele? That must be a new secret I've never heard of. How does that generate you more money? If anything, it's going to get him less money because he's actually tagging DoorDash and Uber Eats in the title. So if you're a customer of Uber Eats or DoorDash, I believe his lady's also doing the same side hustle. Oh, she's doing the same issue. I bet she does a lot less than what Eli does. She seems a very, an unproductive woman. He's literally got her so she's constantly at home with him, or she's constantly doing DoorDash and Uber Eats with him. He seems to need like a crutch where he's got to have her by his side constantly, day in, day out. He'll be upset if she makes more than him. Yeah. The thing is, when they do DoorDash, they're two separate entities. He has a rating and so does she. So if he was to mess up his own rating, he could use hers to still make money. So they'd still have two incomes. But I can see Eli being more picky about the pickups than she will. And because she's not being picky, that keeps her rate up in like the 90s, which is where you get priority ordering before other people. So he's actually going to stunt his own business while hers, because she's not fussy, is going to continue to grow. It's how it's how it goes. He's going to stunt his own growth. And then if it gets to, is it like below 50%, I think it is, they can actually stop you doing DoorDash or Uber Eats if you're down to like 50% pick rate or something. You end up getting like barely any orders at all. So he's currently, I think he said he was in the 80s now. So he could be his own demise for another job, which is sad, because if he was to actually utilize Uber Eats and DoorDash, you can actually live off it. Maybe not well, not in California. He'd have to do a lot. But as a side gig, like I do, obviously I do YouTube as a side gig, Facebook Reels. I'm actually trying to get monetized on Facebook now. I'm trying to get Facebook Reels monetized. I'm trying to get monetized on Instagram. Facebook should be monetized by the end of the month easily. And then I have Vinted where I sell, and Facebook Marketplace, as well as working part-time as well. So I have a lot of income just in various places, but I wouldn't come on YouTube and start slagging off Vinted or my marketplace customers. How would that make you business? It's counterproductive. That wouldn't do anything for me. That would like coming online and saying, well, I had this one Vinted customer and she was a right pain in my ass and blah blah blah. How would that help your clientele? It wouldn't. You can't take a thing that generates you money and profile people like, oh, well, millennials don't tip, they're the ones stopping me getting money. The other side of life. Good afternoon. I mean, I haven't watched the entire stream. I didn't get a chance to watch it because it's like an hour and a half long. I think it's on Drama After Dark's channel. I don't know if it's still there, or I could watch Eli's one, I guess. I love Jamaican food, so according to Eli's logic, according to Eli's logic, I would be a Bob Marley type with dreadlocks, no tipper. Yeah. Really? Oh dear. So it's like that, is it? So he did make a comment. I did see that he won't go to certain neighborhoods because of certain people. And that he found that one race of people were less tippers than the other. Like, maybe they were just being nice. Have you gone to the whole of California and done a statistical tipping rate of the entire, state? He'll be his own demise again. He's going to take a business that could work, like he did was in his insurance business and his networking business and his YouTube business, and he's going to run it into the ground. And then he's going to have nothing. And him and Lady Baby are going to struggle. The stream is on Drama Unleashed. Oh, okay. It's on Drama Unleashed. I'll have to check. I'll have to watch the entire thing before I make an official comment on his gig economy business. But I had heard some tidbits that it was a bit... He tries to give himself advice that he can't take himself. It is amazing for a life coach that he believes the way to grow a business is to tell the business that's already a thing that it's doing it wrong. How does that work? So he's taking Uber Eats and DoorDash and going, no, you're totally wrong in what you're doing. I can do it better. I was like, well, no, you can't. That's how it is. If you can't make a business from it, you're in the wrong place. Maybe you don't need to. Maybe you're just not cut out for it. He believed he was cut out for YouTube for absolutely years, and he's just not. He's just not cut out for it, and he's a stickler for carrying on flogging a dead horse when it doesn't work. A stickler for that. He will fight tooth and nail to prove he's right when he's wrong. I've been on the other side of that many of time. Hence why I'm banned and have been banned 4 times. It's a badge of honor. Curious where you're from. I'm from the UK. I'm from a very dark and gloomy UK at the minute. We've had freezing temperatures of like -3 and 4. It's been very, very cold. You're in Florida. Nice. I've got about 10 minutes left, guys. Jenny's books and blogs. He thinks he knows was that everyone or everything? Hang on. I'm sorry, Jenny. He thinks he knows everyone. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I've got about 10 minutes left and then I have to go back to work. But this has been fun. I haven't done a lunch with Raven in so long. But I need some watch hours, like desperately. Also, if you want to go on Facebook and follow me on Facebook Reels, that would be amazing as well. I'm trying to get monetized on there too, so I can have money from YouTube and money from Facebook Reels, and then I'll have Vinted and Marketplace and my part-time job as well. Because Mama gonna make that dough. If anyone wants to donate, a super chat would be amazing. You can donate as little as £1 from super chatting, or a super sticker, or a super thanks, or you can become a member, and I give extra videos every week for a membership. And a membership is just £1 if you take the lower tier. But if anyone wants to donate to buy my lunch for Saturday for work, that would be amazing. Every little helps. But yeah, it's been nice. I usually have a nice quiet lunch and I put my music on, but I forgot my headphones. They're at home. You know when you charge your headphones on your laptop and then you just leave them attached to your laptop and come to work? Yep, that happened. I left them attached to my laptop. That's the thing. They're USB charge ones. So they're still at home. They'll be charged for Saturday though. They'll be charged for Saturday, but not for today. Even when I go out into like town and I have my lunch, I always have my earphones in. Because it's so noisy in town. And I'm not one for noise. Not really. Not unless I'm in a club. That's totally different. Sitting in a club, noise, noise, noise. Eli doesn't know how things work. He'd like to think so. What I might have to do is, you have a lawn business and I leave my headphones at home on charge all the time. I charged them last night and thought I can get up this morning, they'll be fully charged, and then I walked out the front door without them. Of course I did. That's why I charged them, so I cannot use them today. They'll be charged for Saturday. What I'll do is when I get home, I'll put them straight in my bag for the weekend, so then I've got them for work. What I might do is live stream on Thursday, because I'm not working Thursday and Friday, so I've got time to either live stream Thursday evening or Friday evening, I think. Yeah, Thursday or Friday evening. I might be able to do one during the day, but I'm not sure. I might do some videoing tomorrow and then live stream in the evening. Or I might live stream on Friday night. Do a nice Friday night stream. One or the other. I don't decide that far ahead. I don't have a live stream schedule. I never have done because I can never keep to it. I pity Eli's lady. Just imagine having to listen to that arrogant advice all day. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Lady Baby, but she must have some stamina and some patience because I'd have to bite my tongue or I'd be like, boom, give him what for? This is why I'm banned from his chat. That's why he won't let me over there. Because I was too highly opinionated and he didn't like my answers. Hence why I restream him sometimes. And I do my own commentary on it. Haven't restreamed him in a while. Must be a couple of, maybe a month. Maybe a bit less. It eeks me when he says my lady. It eeks me when he says lady baby, which he doesn't say very often because that's more the term for us. But when he keeps saying babe, 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 and any man ever call me babe, he'd get slapped. I don't do that whole baby thing. Babe, babe, my boo, lady. I don't understand why he just doesn't bring her out and give her a name. DoorDash, he thinks he figured it out and the ratings drop for work. If I was him, I'd bring Lady Baby out. It's been a year. Bring her out. Let us see her face. Give her a name. Who cares? He can't hide her forever. Eventually she's going to be tired of being in the shadows. She has to. She has to. Unless that's what she wants. If she's quite happy to be in the background, then by all means. But he can't keep claiming she's a joint partner in the business if she's behind the scenes. She's more like a shadow partner. But maybe one day he'll realise that what he's doing is totally wrong. But I doubt it. I'm not Eli's biggest fan and he's not mine, surprisingly. That might shock you. He's not my biggest fan either. Good reason. For good reasons. He hates me. He hates strong, independent, confident women, apparently. He prefers Lady Baby, who basically comes to his every beck and call. And yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, 3 bags full. He does like yes men. There's a lot of yes men hang around him. But they soon get bored. They soon get tired and leave. And they all come over to my channel. We've spent years taking his audience. Me, Like and Theory, Drama After Dark, JB. We all took his audience. Each and every one of us. He's got a select few left. He said the one thing in the chat, he blocks me, says I'm a troll. He thinks everyone is a troll. He never gives anyone the time of day. He doesn't even give you a chance to prove you're not a troll. He's like, oh, well, you're a troll. Oh, you've come in here to troll. He's very quick to judge people with nothing to back up his accusation, which is his downfall. But I tried to help him and it didn't work. He was very narrow-minded. He wasn't open to suggestions, which is his quote apparently for his channel, that he's open to new ideas. He's not very open, very closed-minded, very, you know. But I've had a wonderful time. It is 10 to 1 and I have to go back to work in a tiny bit. So I'm going to love you and leave you. This has been Lunch with Raven. I know it's a very short stream, but everyone's been asking me to live stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream either Thursday night or Friday night. I'll do one of the two, either Thursday or Friday. I can't do both because I've got work Saturday. But I might stream Friday night and I might stream tomorrow. It depends how tired I am. I've been very tired recently. I think my sugar levels or my iron levels are down. I feel very tired and lethargic, and I have been unwell, so there's that again. I'm always unwell. I mean, look at me. I'm sleep deprived. My eyes are like so closed. But yeah, I'll stream either Thursday or Friday. I just don't know which. Um, but if you haven't, go to my community tab and answer the poll on there about content you want to see, and then go to Facebook and add me on Facebook Reels. You should really do that. I'll put a link at some point so that you can actually go over there, because I do a lot of stuff on Facebook Reels and Instagram that I don't do on here, because I have to like spread my content out a bit to make money. But I'm gonna love her and leave you, and I will live stream probably tomorrow. But you'll have some videos. If the haters attack her in the beginning, they will attack her when she comes out. She's gonna get it now, later, ain't gonna matter. She's gonna get it at some point. But thank you, Jenny, Gemma, Red Door Woman, Budville, I think it was, and everybody else. I will be loading some videos once I get home, so stay tuned for more videos, and I will live stream either tomorrow or Friday. Okay? If you want to donate, please consider donating. Little as £1 helps the channel, keeps me in mashed potato. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another live stream. Bye, guys.